What's up, fellas? So today, one of my subscribers asked me, what is the black pill? So the black pill is based off a philosophy called nihilism. And nihilism states that it is the rejection of all moral principles and it is the rejection of all religious beliefs. And it also states that if you are dealt with the wrong cards in life, that life has no meaning for you, that it is hopeless, that if you're not born with the greatest genetics, that if you don't look like Justin Bieber, a Bieber believer, that if you have a small schmackle, that if you're not tall as a tree, if you're short, and if you don't have the greatest genetics, that you are at a disadvantage in life. So it is true to a certain extent. But if anybody says that looks do not matter, he is talking a whole bunch of baloney. That is a blue pill snake's old scammer. Looks matter. And if he says that looks do not matter, he is speaking a whole bunch of hogwash, a whole bunch of baloney. Because let me tell you guys why. Looks gets your foot in the door with job opportunities, and looks gets your foot in the door with the ladies. That if you're not good looking on her scale, looks is all subjective. Some girls like fat guys, some girls like skinny guys, some girls like guys with big foreheads. But if she does not see you as attractive, she just looks at you like you're invisible, like you're a ghost, like you're a Casper, you don't exist. And let me tell you guys something. In high school, I was a fob. English wasn't my first language. I was bullied. And not only this was a time I was going through puberty. I had a whole bunch of pimples on my face. My face looked like a pepperoni pizza, a salami sandwich on a good day. And it's funny because this really killed me inside. It killed my self-esteem when all my friends were approaching girls. They were treated like normal human beings. But every time I would try to go talk to a girl, man, she acted like I was from a different planet. Like I was a creature that came from these unidentified flying saucers. It's funny to me because, girls treat guys differently on how they look. If you are a guy, a Chad, who is a 10 out of 10 to her, and you walk up to her and you say, hey, what's up, baby? From out of town, she'll be like, oh my God, this guy's so confident. The balls to approach me, so confident. I like that. And then when she sees you like a 3 or a 1, and you walk up and you say the same thing that other guy says, but you're a 2, you walk up and you say to her, hey, what's up, from out of town? She'll go bananas. She'll be like, oh my God, stop harassing me. Security, get this creep away from me. And it's like, what the, you flame stick? I was just trying to have a real genuine connection with you. And she's over here causing a huge scene, all this mumble jumble, like I was gonna go over there and just rip her tits off. I was just trying to go over there and have a conversation with her, maybe sip on a little drink with her, maybe a little tequila, maybe buy her a couple shots of Grey Goose and have a good time. Maybe have a little dance, a little salsa, a little bachata, a little merengue, just have a good time, And then all of a sudden, man, I walk over there, she thinks that I'm gonna go over there, do a WWE move on her and body slam her. Like, what the heck? I just want to have a conversation with her. And she just went haywire. And that just humiliated me. I was like, man, fuck that bitch. And it just lit a fire in me, man. I was like, that was my black pill moment. I was like, man, I'm done. I was just so motivated that, man, I was like, man, from that point forward, I was like, I'm gonna start going to the gym. I'm gonna start dressing better. I'm gonna get a skincare routine. My face looks like a pepperoni pizza at that time. And I just wanted to become a better version of myself. I wanted to dress better. I wanted to get in the best shape of my life. That lit a fire in me, man. Just to be embarrassed like that in a whole bunch of people. All I wanted was a conversation, man. Like, what the fuck? And I realized that there's one way. There's 1,000 ways to do one thing. Here's the thing. I play League of Legends. So in League of Legends, there's a mage, there's artillery, there's a tank. And these guys have different skill sets. So if you guys don't play League of Legends, look at it like this. If you play basketball, there's a point guard position. Steph Curry, he's not big, he's short. He's not gonna go into the paint and dismantle everybody, but he uses skill. He can shoot the 3, a high arcing 3. And LeBron James, he sucks at shooting. But LeBron James is built like a fucking Terminator. He can just go into the paint and just smash everybody. So that's what I figured out because look at it like this. Kevin Hart, he's 5'4". 5'4" on a good day, 5'3" to give it at least. This motherfucker is short like a tree stump. But he has a really good looking wife. And look at, not this, guys. Biggie Smalls, he's fat and he's ugly and he's cockeyed. And he got with the girl named Faith Evans. She is good looking. I was like, what the if these guys can do it, I could do it. Then I realized that dating is kind of like like a mage, like League of Legends. You had to use certain skill sets. Kevin Hart, he's short, but he had a lot of charisma and he's got money. Biggie Smalls was fat, he was cockeyed, but what was good about him, but he was a really smooth talker and he had some status. So that's when I was like, man, that's when I realized that I want to become the best version of myself. And here's the thing, there's two types of pills. There's going to be the blue pill and there's going to be the red pill. This concept comes from the movie The Matrix, where Neo had an opportunity to take the blue pill, which is filled with baloney, and you live a life full of lies and deception. But there's the red pill. The red pill brings clarity and understanding, and you accept the cold hard truths of reality. About 80% of the guys walking around are going to be blue pill manginas, just getting ready to march themselves into their own tomb and into their own slaughterhouse. But if you take the red pill is like the cheat codes to life. It's like Viagra. When you're slaying some cheeks and you're like, oh my God, please, oh my God, my Johnson, please get it up. You have a deflated flesh rocket. But when you take the red pill, it starts to inflate. You're like, oh my, this is not my final form. And it starts to inflate. Now your Johnson is standing tall, ready for some attention. Because the red pill helps excels a man's life by teaching him to find purpose and fulfillment in his life. Because no girl is going to bring you happiness. Your purpose and your mission in life is going to bring you happiness. Then there's the black pill. The black pill are the guys who understands the concept of the red pill but fail to work on themselves and start with the self-improvement, because it's so much more easier to play the victim role and cry and complain. And here's the thing, fellas. When a guy is at the ages of 18 through 30, this is the time he is going to have it the hardest. At this age, about 69% of the men have suicidal thoughts. And most of the time, guys do commit suicide. Do you know why? Because at this age, it's hard. You don't have any knowledge. You don't have any experience. And when you realize that life is difficult, that it's hard, then you have all these thoughts in your mind that, it's very tempting to give up, because at this stage, it's so hard because we don't have any resources. We don't have any knowledge. We're not accepted by society and by women, because at this age, we have nothing, nada, zilch. I told you guys this before. The most valuable asset a man can bring is his assets. But the most valuable asset a woman can bring is her looks. But what's wrong with her looks? Looks is the depreciating asset, because women age like sour milk. The older she gets, the nastier she tastes. But men, we age like fine wine. If you start with the self-improvement, if you get your resources together, this is why when you take the black pill, you just give up on life. You throw in the towel, because it's so much more easy to throw in the towel. But if you just take the red pill, you focus on yourself. You start with the self-improvement. You start building an empire, a business, that when you get about the age of 35, you look at Hugh Hefner. He is a prime example. This dude is an old fart, but he was slaying cheeks left and right. Young girls, do you know why? Because he got on his purpose. Instead of crying and just playing the victim role all the time, he did something about it. The black pill guys, I'm sorry, it's like the guys who just cry and complain about female nature, but complain does not get you anywhere, because you waste all this energy complaining, but it does not do anything. The woman do not care. You should rather use that energy to focus on becoming the better version of yourself, because the black pill and nihilism is such a toxic philosophy. It's like life is meaningless and hopeless. It's so toxic, because when you are a man, you are brought into the life, you are brought into the earth with nothing. And when you leave with nothing. So everything in life is so much to gain. You have so much to gain, little to lose. And life is about experiencing and just living. So the black pill is just a toxic mindset where you just throw in the towel and you just want to give up, because when you're young, it's hard and it's easy. But it's about getting through that process. I don't believe in the black pill, because look, Biggie Smalls, if you look up who Biggie Smalls is, I want you guys to look him up. He is one ugly son of a gun. He's cockeyed, he's fat, it's like one eye's looking at you, one eye's looking in the other direction. It's like it's a mess. But he was able to get on his purpose, start with the self-improvement, he built an empire for himself, and he got the girls he want. Kevin Hart, this dude is short, 5'3", and he's dating a girl who's taller than him, because you know why? Because he got his shit together. Because you gotta understand female nature. Instead of crying about female nature, you can do something about it. Because if you become the best version of yourself, if you have status, if you have money, the world is yours, because female hypergamy, they need security and protection, and you can just sell them a dream, and get what you want. Guys, there's 1,000 ways to do one thing. And I think that the black pill is such a toxic mindset. I feel like if you just drown yourself in this self-pity, it's just nonsense, because when you are brought into this earth, you only get to live one life. Are you going to live your life crying, complaining about female nature? Or are you going to go out and do something about it? It's just pathetic. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not trying to hate on the black pill community. I know there's like an incel community, but guys, instead of focusing that energy on hating, people, and bringing other people down, why can't you use that energy to focus on yourself, build an empire, get into the gym, get a skincare routine, focus on your fashion, become a better version of yourself, build an empire, make a whole tons of money. Because when you get to the age of 35, instead of you messing around with a whole bunch of old girls who are washed up, you can mess with the young chicks. Because you know why? Because you have status, you have money. Money is power. A woman will sell their soul to a successful man. Hugh Hefner is a prime example of that. So this is what I think of the black pill philosophy. If you don't have the looks, get your money. Money is the greatest equalizer. If you don't have the looks, you can work on your looks a little bit by going to the gym, but money is the great equalizer to everything. So this black pill philosophy, complaining about female nature, it has nothing. You cannot solve your problems. The only way you can solve your problems is you start with the self-improvement and get on your goddamn purpose. And also before this video, before I shot this black pill subject on my channel, I had an opportunity to Skype and talk to guys who are black pill who are subscribed to my channel, because I wanted to see where their standpoint is. Why did they become black pill? So I had a couple Skype consultation with guys who are black pill. So I had a Skype consultation with this Indian guy. I'm not going to tell you who his name is. He's probably watching this right now. So I sat down. I wanted to dissect his brain. So I asked him, why did you become black pill? He was like, I just had a rough patch with women. I always get rejected. And I asked him this. I asked him one simple question. I was like, have you ever approached a girl in person? He said no. And I asked him, have you ever approached a girl at your school or like your classroom or like cold approach, or do you have an online dating account? You know what he said? He said no. So before even stepping his foot in the water, he just decided to go black pill, because you kill yourself more in your mind than in reality. This dude said he was black pill and he never approached a girl ever in his life. That is such a scarcity mindset. So fellas, the black pill is just a really toxic philosophy. I don't want you guys to get into that step, because there's other ways around things. If you don't have looks, get your money right. If you don't have the looks, okay, get your charisma. Use something other than your looks. Hugh Hefner, Biggie Smalls, Kevin Hart is a prime example. If they could do it, you could do it. So fellas, that is the video on my black pill. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I do not mean to offend any of you guys. If you guys felt like I've took shots at the black pill community or the incel community, I'm not trying to do that, but I'm trying to state facts. Biggie Smalls, he is one ugly son of a gun. If he could do it, y'all could do it, fellas. So guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.